Hello, beautiful people. Yes, this is my British accent. I have been requested to do this entire video in a British accent. Yay! I enjoy that. I love British accents. British accents are amazing. Um, I had to do a Cockney accent a couple years ago because I was Eliza Doolittle for one of my solos, and doing a Cockney accent's pretty fun, isn't it? It's kind of difficult though. A lot of people a lot of people here in America think that there's like two kinds of British accent. There's the, oh, I'm so British, would you like a spot of tea? What do you think about that, governor? And then there's the Cockney, you know, I, ow, all that stuff, Eliza Doolittle. But there's so many different British accents. You've got Yorkshire, and you've got Liverpool. There's that little bit of an accent, different change there. You've got Davy Jones. You've got all these different kinds of accents. This is my normal British accent, which is kind of fun. I've watched so many Davy Jones episodes with the monkeys. If you don't know who that is, I encourage you to look them up. They're pretty awesome. I've gotten some questions about me and myself. Let's see. Me, myself, and I. Do I cuss? I do not cuss at all. I had a friend in 6th grade who she didn't love to cuss, she actually hated it, but she grew up cussing. She was adorable, she was a very sweet girl, but her parents were divorced and her stepfather abused her, and she had grown up in a very bad family, and so she cussed. And if you cuss, like I used to cuss just to try to impress her, and she always told me, don't cuss, okay? That's not good. Don't be something for me. So she moved away and I stopped cussing. If you cuss, that's fine. I'm cool with that. People have been asking me why my username is Teabag. It's actually a pretty funny story. A couple months ago, I was in a play called Up the Down Staircase. It's a wonderful play. I encourage you to look it up. It's about a teacher who's moved to New York, and she's got horrible kids because they don't care about learning or anything. And I was Nurse Frances Egan, school nurse, and I developed this entire backstory about her. I won't go through it all, but she loves working with kids, and she loves helping them, but unfortunately she can't touch wounds or give band-aids or do anything. All she can do is hand out tea. So in my big scene, I rant and rave to this poor teacher about how horrible my life is, and I throw tea bags at her, hence the name Teabag. So that's what the kids in theater call me. Or Snort. I'm also known as Snort Razor because I sometimes snort when I laugh. Yay! Go snorting. Woo! Funny laughs. Do you guys have any funny laughs? Because I have a funny laugh sometimes. I've also been asked if I played any video games growing up. And unfortunately, no, I never played any video games. I didn't have any video games. My parents were both librarians, and they firmly believe that books are much better than video games, and that is true. I think that books do a lot more for you than video games will, but I think that video games are nice too. Like I used to sneak over to my friend's house and play Lego Star Wars on their Wii. That was always a great time. I loved that. Library horror stories. I mentioned my parents are both librarians, and you do not want to be a librarian working in a downtown library. It is not cool. You get drunks coming in and trying to knife you. You've got drunk hobos passed out in the kids' bathroom on the 2nd floor. You've got people peeing on the books in the shelves. You've got people stealing books and vomiting alcohol all over the desk. You do not want to work in a public library downtown. It's not a good idea. I've heard too many bad things about it. Don't do it ever. Ever, ever, ever. If you want to be a librarian, good for you. People need librarians. Warning, you're not going to get paid much. You're going to get paid less than a teacher, which pretty much stinks. But, yes. I'm in slam poetry. That's a club that I'm in. I'm in so many extracurricular activities, but slam poetry is a fun club to be in. A lot of people don't like poetry just because, oh, it's all about daffodils and falling in love and it's so boring. But slam poetry is pretty freaking awesome, okay? It's kind of like rap. It's like rap, and you compete your poems. It's a poetry done in a rapping form, and you cuss a lot in it. You talk about controversial topics that you normally would never ever talk about, and a lot of people really get into it. And I'm in slam poetry, and I think it's a lot of fun. How short am I? I am exactly 5 feet tall. Yes, I stopped growing about 7th grade. I grew an inch this summer. Yay, I'm 5 feet officially now. And I wear size 5 shoes, and that's pretty tiny feet. My little sister is turning 10 tomorrow, and we wear the same size clothes. And she's only a few inches shorter than me. And we wear the same size shoes. It's pretty scary, actually. Yogurt. I don't know why people ask me about yogurt. I'm not a big fan of yogurt. People have been asking me, do I like yogurt? Which is a pretty random thing to ask, actually. I do not really like yogurt. I like Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt in moderation is good. Yogurt in smoothies is good. But I don't like just plain yogurt. Maybe it comes from watching my mom eat yogurt every morning for breakfast with all that watery stuff on top. Ugh. I just don't like yogurt. I don't know. There's not really a lot of good questions on here. I'm sorry. I'll answer some more next week. This is already 6 minutes long. That's not good. Please, you can subscribe down below. You can follow me on Tumblr. Again, I'm Nerdette with the top hat, all lowercase, all dashes. Or you can follow me, Gastrocnemius. That's my blog on Tumblr. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I can't remember what. That's pretty bad. Oh yeah, subscribe, post comments, like it, whatever you want to do. That's great. Any advice on what I can do, how to make it more funnier, how I can edit this, please help me with editing. I have no idea how to edit. I mean, I've got some idea, but I don't know, they didn't really teach that in computer classes at school. They only taught us how to type, which is useful. I can now type at like 130 words a minute. Something like that, something really fast. So whatever, goodbye, I love you all, beautiful people, see you later. I'll see if I can close this now without hurting myself with the computer.